Hi, welcome to Iceland. Welcome to a hotel room. Actually, not a hotel room, it's a guest room. They have a lot of like guest houses here that are like old farmhouses and things like that. And then they put what are like hotel rooms, and some of them have their own bathrooms, some of them have shared bathrooms. This place has an amazing kitchen that people share, and there's like 6 rooms, but I'm the only person here. So I love it. It's really awesome. I'm in a town called Egilstadir. I have no clue. It's probably backwards. It's usually always backwards. But anyway, I love these little maps that every town seems to have because they sit there and list hot spots. And then on the other side, they put the roads that are in the town and where shops and things are, so you kind of have an idea of where you're going. Very helpful. This town has like maybe 2,000 people in it. It's not very big. There's a lot of energetic activity out here that I found out last night. but it's actually about the exact same size as the town I live in Alaska. So that's pretty cool. Okay, the main reason I'm doing this video is because I want to explain the next video that's getting posted. I did a series of videos, I want to say 7 of them, that were from Dimmelburger. I don't know, I call it Dimmiburger. It was near Lake Merton. And it's the ones that are labeled lava field or lava formations, stuff like that. Those are the videos. And like I said, I think there's 7 of them. And if you are reading the descriptions, when you read the last one, you're going to be like, what? What did she say? Did she say? And it's to set you up for the video that I'm about to post. But I want to explain it a little bit because there's a really big lesson. And I think if I tell you what the lesson is before you actually watch the video, the video I think will make obviously a lot more sense. So when I was at the lava fields, beautiful, by the way. I mean, that area is phenomenal. But I got there with the thought that I was just going to be walking some paths that on the map of the area, there's about 4 different paths, and they all make these circles, which make it look like you're leading back to the same place. And what happened is I ended up getting myself in a situation that I will describe in the next video. And I want to explain what the lesson is so that when you watch the video, you're like, oh, got it. Okay. So I have to tell you a little bit of background about me in order for it to make sense. I'm a very structured and rigid person. I don't think I was always like that, but as a kid, when I was in elementary school, they were like, she gives up too easy. They were wanting to test me because they were like thinking something was wrong. And what they found out was that I just give up too fast. And so from that point on, when I had a plan, a mission, like if I had a project that I had to do, I stuck with it until I finished it. And that has progressed throughout my life to where, like, when I am on a path, I just stick to the path. And when I get like signs and stuff about like going off the path and stuff, I usually am like, I'm usually like this. It's like, no, this is the mission. This is where I'm going. And I usually do it alone. I am very independent, which most of you know, and I spend most all of my time with, it's just me and my guides, and that's the path that I go down. And I know that in the past year, my guides have been using some dear friends of mine to relay to me messages that I need to stop being so rigid. I need to realize that I could be on a path, and just because that path is a path, it doesn't mean it's the one that's in my best interest at the time. And it doesn't mean that stopping early or shifting directions, changing gears, whatever, isn't good. It just means that change is okay, you know, shifting your perception, shifting your course is okay to do. And it doesn't mean you're quitting, it just means that you're shifting. And this is, again, this has happened to me over and over and over again this past year, where I keep getting put into situations where I have to make a decision. Do I stay the course, or do I shift? Do I change something? And I know that my spirit guides are just behind this. And so what happens, I don't know if other people, you know, realize this when you're working with your guides, but sometimes when you're in the middle of a lesson or a test, what happens is you get put into a state of vulnerability. That's usually the first thing you realize is, I'm feeling vulnerable right now. Things are, I'm not in sync, or I'm not in balance. And that happens because it's from a state of vulnerability that courage is created. You can't have courage without vulnerability. And that comes from Brene Brown. Love her. She's amazing. And so I found when I find myself in situations like that, and my spirit guides are like nowhere to be found, I'm like, where the hell are you? And they're just gone. I think they're probably like there, but I can't sense them, feel them, or hear them. And I think it's because they're testing me. They're like, okay, this is one of her lessons. We're going to sit back. We're going to see what she does. We're going to see how she handles this. And I know that I know that especially in the situation that you're going to watch in the next video, it wasn't like they were gone and left me high and dry, but I definitely had so many moments where I was like, where are you? And that was where I was needing to be making decisions, where I was needing to look to nature, to look to animals, look to just different things in order to help me in that situation that I found myself in. So, so watch the next video. It's called Rigid or Rescue. And I think that now that you've seen this video, that one's going to make a lot more sense. And it was a big learning experience. I probably have not learned my lesson yet. I'm still probably going to be rigid, but what I'm hoping is that I will maybe catch myself quicker. I have been a lot more cautious in the choices that I'm making since that day. So it was not a waste for sure. And then the last thing that I want to mention is something that I don't know if you guys watch Amanda Ellis, but she's from the UK, and she is another spiritual medium like I am, and she channels lots of different people. But she was talking the other day in one of her videos about how there are light workers out there, you know, people that are energetically working for this planet to help it ascend into 5D, into the golden age. And she was talking about the parts that we play, because we have earth keepers, we have gatekeepers, we have grid workers, we have so many different kinds of light workers out there. And she described them as the boots to the ground people. she was like, she said that she had heard through her channeling that all of these guides that are out and around us, that are helping us, need us. They need people with boots to the ground, that we have our feet on this earth, because they anchor through us. And that's how they do healing. That's how they transform. That's how they utilize the movement of energy and light and love on this planet, is through human beings. And so that's why some of us as light workers are those boots to the ground people. And that's me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm trudging in boots across Iceland, is because they're putting my energy in all these different places where they will later open up portals. And I mean, yeah, it's fascinating. But it's hard. It's challenging. And along the way, we're supposed to learn our own lessons in order to continue to allow our souls to continue to expand and grow. So, okay, so that's it. So, yeah, so watch the next video, and they get better. They just keep getting better. It's so beautiful out here. That's all I have to say. Okay, have a great day. Bye.